Hello, my name is Madeline Evely, and welcome to my Mathcast. Today, our intended audience is 2nd grade, and our learning objective will be to add and subtract multiples of 10 and sum ones within 100. Before we get started on our lesson today, we do need to go through some vocabulary. So the words we will be going over today are add, subtract, difference, and sum, ones, tens, and hundreds. Our first vocabulary word, add, is to combine or to put together two or more quantities. So over here in our visual, we can see 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. 5 gray blocks plus 2 white blocks is equal to 7. Over here, we see 10 white blocks plus 4 gray blocks is equal to 14 blocks altogether. And this is shown on a number line. 45 plus 10 is equal to 55, plus another 10 is equal to 65, plus 5 is equal to 70, and plus 3 is equal to 73. So 45 plus 28 is equal to 73. Our next vocabulary word is subtract. Subtract is to take one quantity away from another or find the difference between two quantities. So as you can see in our visual, we have 10 balls minus 8 is equal to 2. 73 minus 28 is equal to 45, as shown here on this number line. Sum or total is the result of adding two or more numbers. So as you can see here in our visual, we have 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. So 7 would be our sum or total. Difference is the result of subtracting one number from another, the amount by which one number is greater or less than another number. So here in our visual, we see 6 subtracting 4 equals 2. So our difference would be 2. Ones can be defined as the numbers 0 to 9. Also refers to the ones place. So over here in our visual, we see the number 214. Our arrow is pointing to the 4, meaning there are 4 ones. Tens is the numbers 10 to 99. This also refers to the tens place. So again, in our number 214, our arrow is pointing to the 1, and we know that there is one group of 10. Hundreds can be defined as the numbers 100 to 999. Also refers to the hundreds place. So in our number 214, our arrow is pointing to the 2, and we see that we have two groups of 100, meaning 200. Before we get into actually solving our problems, we also need to go over what number bonds and tape diagrams are. So here we see the number 10, which is decomposed into 7 and 3. We can also see 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. Over here we have a tape diagram. Tape diagrams just help us visualize what is going on. So we see the 12, and that is split up into 4 different groups of 3. We can see this represented in 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is equal to 12. Now that we got through our vocabulary, we can get into example 1. We're always going to begin by reading the directions. So our directions tell us to solve and to draw a number bond to add 10, 20, 30, 40, etc. So step A shows us 28 plus 43 is equal to 30 plus 41. Now if we come over here, we can see that 43 was decomposed into 41 and 2, and they added that 2 to the 28 to get a 30, and used the leftover 41 to add to 30. We know that 4 plus 3 is equal to 7, and we're going to add that leftover 1 to make 71. Now let's take a look at example B. We see 49 plus 26 is equal to, which is equal to. We're going to choose to decompose our 26 because 49 is closer to a nicer number, 50. We know that 26 is equal to 25 plus 1, and we're going to take this 1 and we're going to add it to our 49. That's going to give us 50 plus 25. We know that 5 plus 2 is equal to 7, and then we're going to use that leftover 5 to make 75. Now for example 2. Our directions tell us to solve and to draw and label a tape diagram to add tens. We also have to write the new number sentence. So for problem A, we have 29 plus 46 is equal to 30 plus 45. In our tape diagram, it shows they took the 1 away from the 46 and are giving it to the 29, which gives us our 30 plus 45. We know that 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 5 is 75. Now let's take a look at example B. We have 38 plus 45 is equal to, which is equal to. So I'm going to put our 38 here, and we know that it takes 2 to get to 40, so I'm going to put a 2 here, and we're taking 2 away from 45, which gives us 43. So now we have 40 plus 43 is equal to 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 3 is equal to 83. Finally, for example 3, again we're going to start by reading the directions. This says to solve, draw and label a tape diagram to subtract tens, and write the new number sentence. So we see 23 minus 9. That is shown here in our tape diagrams with a 23 and a 9. This is equal to 24 minus 10. So we know that 23 plus 1 is going to get us 24, and 9 plus 1 is going to get us 10. 24 minus 10 is equal to 14. Because we added 2 ones on each side, they cancel out or even out. So 23 minus 9 is still 14, and that's equal to 24 minus 10, which is again 14. Thank you for watching my Mathcast. My resources were math vocab cards and the Engage New York website. This again was created by Madeline Evely.